Hey everyone, welcome back. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Let's see. So last week we kind of mentioned that the windows would be going in. That hasn't quite actually happened yet, but we did meet with the aluminum person. A lot of the masonry work has been done, which we will show you that. We have lights, we have electricity. And that was actually a surprise. And after this introduction, we're going to put in some clips from Thursday night when we had to meet an appliance delivery over here at like 9:30 at night. And we were so surprised to see that the house was lit up because they were working. You'll see the spots on the walls here. We told you about those. That's how they prep. They do a coat of paint and then they go back and prep. So we'll kind of walk around and show you some of that, but I wanted to just let you know that the next couple segments will be from the other night, and then we'll show you kind of what they've been working on over this last week. So come along as we show you these. We officially have electricity. We had to stop over here for the washer and dryer to be delivered, and we realized that there are lights on. Some of the ceiling fan, there's not going to be a ceiling fan there, but some of the ceiling fans are in. That's the kitchen, and they've got the forms for the shelves. And you guys have not been able to see this bathroom because it's been too dark, but this is the smallest bathroom of the house, and it's directly off the living room. And this is the laundry room. There will be a window there. And then, hi Jeff.
Hi.
This is one of the bedrooms. This is one of the ceiling fans here. And the laundry room. This is where the washer and dryer will be going. We got a stackable unit because we couldn't necessarily put side-by-sides there, and we didn't want it to take up space further in the laundry room, so that's the reason why we got a stackable. And that's the concrete pad for the water heater. It feels so strange to see light at night coming out of the windows. This is the first time that we've been able to see this. And it's kind of a weird feeling to see the house lit up. It's almost like the soul of the house has been restored. And so they're here working on the walls to patch up the walls. So they they seal them, and then they do one coat of paint. And then they come at night where they can really see the imperfections, and they patch. So you can see there was a lot of imperfections. So they're doing a really good job now, so looks good. I'm standing in the dining room, living room. That's the front door out there. So that's the living room, stairwell, kitchen, dining room, and then straight back is the bathroom and the other bedroom, just for those who are just joining who didn't get the full house tour yet. But we'll give you another tour as it gets closer to being done. Fingers crossed, hopefully soon. Today is Thursday, so we will be back on Sunday to film our regular video, but since we were here and there's so much progress, we figured we'd go ahead and kind of give everybody a little sneak peek of what it looks like at night. It feels so cool. It finally feels like our home. All right, guys, bye.
Hey everybody, we're in the kitchen, and there's been a little bit of progress in here this week. The main thing is these shelves. They are made out of white concrete, the same as the floors and the showers in the bathroom. So this is the finished surface, although it's going to lighten up as it dries and it's going to get sanded. And then the rest of this is going to get painted the wall color. The other thing is we got a ceiling fan in here. I don't think we would do a ceiling fan in the kitchen in the US, but it seems common here, and it's actually been kind of nice. A couple places that we've stayed that have had them, so we're going to have that in here. And then we have lights in here, four recessed lights, but we can't figure out how to turn those on. They were on the other night when we came by, so you'll see them in the video, or you probably saw them already in the video. But yeah, now no switch. So it looks like they might have taken the switch out of the wall over here and used it somewhere else temporarily, or get a different one for here so they could finish up something. But yeah, that's about the progress in the kitchen. Let's look at some more.
Oh, also, this week I think the countertops should be going in.
That's right, yeah, the granite is supposed to go in this week, and the marble in the bathrooms, and yeah.
Yeah, we met those guys out here on Thursday morning to kind of go over how we wanted it to look. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see that happen this week.
One thing that's kind of keeps coming up is the space for the stove. We got a standard 30-inch stove, and we've said all along that that's what we were going to get. But for some reason, it is blowing their minds to try to make this ahead of time without having the stove here. So fingers crossed that. So we've seen somewhere the gap between the stove and the counter is like 2 inches on each side, and then stuff falls down in between the stove and the counter. And since the very first time we met with the architect, we've been talking about avoiding that situation. So keep your fingers crossed for us.
All right.
Thanks. Okay, so we're in the stairway. We had picked out a pretty cool light fixture for the stairs. It was about 5 feet tall and kind of made out of like a wicker rattan material. And it was kind of a cylinder, a narrow cylinder with a flare in the middle. Anyway, it was from a fancy decorating store, and that was kind of a splurge. But we went to get it, and the store was closing down, and they sold the building with that light fixture included with the building. So the good news is we ended up getting something that was like less than a tenth of the cost. The bad news is that's what it is. It's got plastic hanging off of it. I guess maybe to keep it protected while they're painting. Also, you'll notice that it's a really gross daylight color. Well, it depends on what you like, I guess. We like a warmer light. So that is color adjustable. It's just that when the guys installed it, they left it on the daylight setting. So
we'll have that changed.
Yeah, it'll be a warm white light when it's
And so we talked with our friend Fran about this as well, because the light fixture that we did choose, so we're at the top of the stairs right now, FYI, but the light fixture would probably hang down to the bottom of that window directly in front of us. And then you also have the wrought iron stairs railings that go up. And so in fact, it actually may have distracted from the beauty of the railings. And so what we've kind of thought about doing is just doing artwork on the walls as you come up the stairs and just keep this simple light. But it didn't necessarily go with the aesthetics that we wanted, but it was a lot more affordable.
Yeah.
Anyone who's done a renovation knows that you can save a little bit here and there. That's always helpful.
Yeah,
So,
it was like $25 instead
yeah,
of $450.
yeah, the one that we were looking at was like $450. It would have been really cool.
It would have been.
And let's see. Here's the ceiling. This is the primary bedroom. There's the ceiling fan. It's hanging down a little bit, and you guys can see the patches that they've done. So they've patched it and then painted over it, and we're assuming that they will do another coat of paint.
They will be.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see.
Is there anything else to show up here?
No. All right. Well, come along. We'll take you guys downstairs.
Okay, we're in the downstairs mechanical room, access through the front yard. They've started installing equipment. This is, I believe, the pressure tank for the pressurized water system. This is part of the water softener system. And then there's another tank over here that's going to hold the salt for the water softener that hasn't been installed yet.
And that's the salt down there for it.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to have to learn how to maintain that.
We are planning on hiring a property manager to kind of manage the house while we're gone. And so they will kind of make sure that the salt doesn't harden, and they'll continuously flush the toilets and keep the system running while we're gone.
Yeah.
This is the breakers for this will be the breakers for all these systems. The architect said he prefers to have the breakers for the systems where they're located. and then all the rest of the breakers are in another spot. And then this is going to be where the pool equipment will go. And the aluminum guy is going to do a double door here out to the pool area. This is going to be the outdoor shower platform. And they're going to take this mamposteria wall and they're going to do an arch. They're taking it up 2 meters and doing an arch on top with a shower. And it is very hot today, so this part will be very brief. Wait, I can actually go in the shade over here, as long as I don't fall in that cistern. Oh, it's not much shady. Here, I'll go over here because it's shady. It's very hot today. So this is the pool, and you can see around the top edge, it's got like a white PVC pipe. So a lot of the pools around here have sharp edges, and if you're lounging in the pool, it doesn't feel very nice to lean your back up against something that's poking you or sharp in the back. So I asked for a bull-nosed edge, and originally this top part of the pool was going to be raised like 4 inches higher than the actual pool deck so that water wouldn't flow back into the pool. But the skimmer had already been installed over there and it was shorter than what we wanted. So what they're doing instead is they're going to leave a space between here and the deck of the pool deck, so that way water flows around the pool instead of back into it. And the steps will be rounded. Kind of unfortunate because we had this whole conversation with the architect about the pool, and we actually paid. He actually had to adjust the quote because the quote was for straight edges, and it was like an extra $1,000 to get everything kind of rounded off. And now I feel like I'm only getting half of what I asked for. And you know, with the architect right now, the relationship is strained, so I doubt I'm going to ask for half of that back. I want to, but I think it's a matter of picking my battles, and that is not necessarily a battle that I am super concerned about. So I think that's really the only update up here. So the pool's coming along. They're hoping to finish it. Oh, this wall. I don't think you guys have seen this wall done. It's a lot higher. I don't know if you can see it because the sunlight's shining on us, but it's a lot higher now. It comes up to the top of that. Let me walk into here. I'm going to walk into the covered veranda or terrace little thing area here, but you'll know that we took it up about 1 meter, and it's now right underneath the roof there. And you know, it adds a lot of privacy to the front yard. And you know, it's like 3:30, and the pool looks like it's now in shade, which is very lovely here because the high afternoon sun is very hot. And so it's coming together a lot. So we appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for coming along. And we will give you guys updates as it's coming. So we told the architect that our lease was up at the end of May, and that we needed to be back in, we needed a place to live. And so we told him it needed to be done by then. So that's 1 week from now, it's Sunday. And so I do not think it's going to be done. So we have asked for an extension, but just so we're not telling him we asked for an extension because we want him to work. Jeff, anything you want to add?
That mamposteria wall, so they did some repairs on it with gray grout, and they are working on that. So you might have noticed in the video it looks a little crappy right now.
Oh yeah.
We're hoping that looks a lot better when it's done. So it's kind of in process. So if it looks junky, that's why.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully a very dramatic update next week. And we did order appliances, so we got those out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Stove and fridge will be delivered this week. So we appreciate you guys, and we hope you have a lovely week.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
next week.
See you
Bye.
soon.